So guys, this is chiropractic for biochemistry in your face. Really quick, question number 13 for our assignment says, in the figure, the monosaccharide on the bottom is a blank. So this is what we're talking about right here. What is a monosaccharide? It's one saccharide sugar. So it's one sugar molecule on the bottom. So it's talking about this right here specifically. So right here. So what is it? The answers here: Aldopentose, Aldohexose, Ketohexose, Ketopentose, and Aldoheptose. The answer is Ketohexose because Aldopentose is saying that there's 5. Pentose equals 5. As you can see here, there are 6 carbon bonds. So it can't be pentose. So from there we could eliminate the other pentose, which is this one right here. So A and D are out the way. Aldoheptose, this right here, says there's 7. Again, there's 6. So that's out. And so now we're left between Aldohexose and Ketohexose. The reason why it's not Aldohexose is because Aldohexose would be like this one right here would be considered Aldohexose because the first carbon molecule is attached to the hydrogen and an oxygen, whereas the Ketohexose, the first one is attached to an oxygen and another oxygen bond, making it the ketose. Because see here, here's how the ketose looks. So what it does is it actually attaches to this one right here, this hydrogen. So it'll actually go like this, if that makes sense. Ooh, sorry, go back this way. It actually goes like this. See that? So the C attaches to this O, then attaches to this O as well. So that's how a ketose is formed, and that's why number 13 is C, ketohexose. Okay? Number 14 says, under acid hydrolysis conditions, starch is converted to blank. So we want to know what starch is converted to under acid hydrolysis. The question already says it. This right here is a smaller version. So if you would zoom into the whole starch molecule, this would be starch. Okay, so let's just cut it down. There's a lot more monosaccharides attached to this polysaccharide chain. But this would be a smaller version, just for simplicity's sake. And so what happens under acid hydrolysis? This is, at the end of the day, what acid hydrolysis is saying is that what happens when you put some sort of water in there. Hydrolysis, so hydrogen or water. So here, the water molecule, what would happen is the H2O, so out of this H2O, one H of the H2 would bond to the first monosaccharide, you could say, cleaving off so making a hydroxyl group and cleaving off the rest of the polysaccharide chain. So what we're left is, so we take out one H, we're left with the OH. I should have drawn it. Okay. We're left with the OH. And what happens is that OH bonds again to the one that's empty, basically, because that had a negative charge, so it needed something to fill that up, which was the OH left from the water during the hydrolysis reaction. And maltose is actually these two right here. This is exactly this is exactly how maltose looks like. So starch broken down by hydrolysis forms maltose, and if maltose was to be broken down one more time individually by basically the exact same process, it will form 2 glucose bonds, which is the simplest monosaccharides formed in starch. All right. Hopefully you enjoyed, like our page, like our fan club, like our Twitter, and this is chiropractic for biochemistry in your face.
They can imitate you, but they can't.